Hey guys, how's it going? I have my hot chocolate here in my Sailor Moon mug, of course. I think it's from a Hong Kong collaboration, but I can't be completely sure. Today I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys and hang out a little bit, and I also wanted to decorate this little miniature Christmas tree that I have here with a whole bunch of Sailor Moon keychains, because that's how I roll. To be honest though, I just wanted to have a little sit-down conversation with my smartphone here and just, pretend that I'm talking to people that are in the room, when in reality I'm talking to you. Even though it's digital, there's still people there, so I'm gonna chat with you. Hello. I'm not the kind of person who makes videos every single day and has like something in particular that I want to do. If my attention is thrown away, it's because my cat's over there and she's like messing up my Christmas tree. I'm not the kind of vlogger who is able to do that because, I have my day job, which I consider very separate from my personal YouTube channel, and that's, Threatwire and Hack Tip and Tech Thing and, the 9-to-5 job, and I try to make it very consistent like that. But then I come home and I do my vlog videos, and it's very hard for me to maintain those videos every single day. As you noticed, I didn't do a video, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago? Just because I felt stressed out and I didn't have anything to really talk about. I know I could always come up with something to talk about on the internet. I'm a very good talker. Even though sometimes I enunciate things incorrectly and people hate it when I do that, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. But I'm not the kind of person that can do, vlogs every single day and have something like super exciting to share, because, I'm a real person and I don't have something exciting to share every single day with you guys. I find it kind of hard to come up with things to chat about on the internet, and that's why I'm doing today's video. Hi! Oh, she hates it when I pick her up. I think Starbuck appreciates the keychains, though, don't you? Oh, you're so cute. I know. What was that? So let's chat while I decorate my Christmas tree. A lot of times I tell them about my Sailor Moon obsession and collection, or I show them my room, which is full of Sailor Moon memorabilia and collector items, and they're just like, and then they just want to leave. And I'm like, dude, I think Sailor Moon's real cool. I don't think a lot of people understand why Sailor Moon is so cool. I won't go into like an entire synopsis of the show or anything here, but what I will say is I got introduced to Sailor Moon when I was really little. I think I was like maybe 12 years old or 13, I want to say. Something like that. I don't know. Oh, I should put the garland on first. Yeah, I want to say 12 or 13. I don't know. 5th grade, 6th grade. I don't remember what age I was at that point. But I discovered the show pretty early on, and at the time, it was perfect because that's the same age that Sailor Moon, or Usagi, is in the show. She's 14 when the show starts off, which is a little creepy because she's dating a guy who's in college. When I first watched the show, it was the first time that I had ever seen a show about a schoolgirl, just a regular cartoon character girl, with this gorgeous long blonde hair, and I thought it was so pretty, and all of her really adorable friends, where all of them were different. And even though they were all different, they were still friends. And they would fight, and they would cry, especially Sailor Moon. She cries all the time in the show. And they complain, and, they have girl problems, and they have relationship problems. I mean, gosh, one of the girls ends up wanting to date the guy who Sailor Moon ends up with, and that's just super awkward. I mean, geez. But throughout the entire show, I always related really well to the characters in one way or another, and it was usually because of their realism. Like, they have problems in their lives. They're not perfect. They're not like superheroes that are completely different. They only have magical powers when they transform. day in, day out, they're just regular school kids, you know? And they also, you know, deal with a lot of adult themes, like Sailor Moon's future husband and kid, and they deal with a lot of, like, tensions between each other. You know what kind of tensions I'm talking about. Okay, I think that's pretty filled. So as I'm watching this show, of course, I'm like sitting there and relating to all these different characters, and I thought they were also like beautiful characters, how they were portrayed, and the entire time I'm like obsessed with the Japanese culture, and I want to learn all that I can about it. Of course, you can't learn very much about Japanese culture from an anime, but it will introduce you to some of the concepts. Sailor Moon was also the introduction that I had to anime. It was the very first anime that I had ever seen. It was really cool to see something that came from another country, because I was very, very used to everything that we saw here in America, which honestly a lot of times has the same kind of tropes all over and again. So it was nice to see some kind of different storyline, a different plot, and Sailor Moon was the introduction to that. When I was in middle school, I remember I really got into drawing anime, and it was because I loved how the characters looked so much. I loved their big eyes, and I loved their like gorgeous hair and how it like flowed away from their skin so far away, and like the beautiful outfits that they would have and stuff like that. So I decided to start drawing anime characters. And while I was in middle school, I remember one time being in the choir class. I was a choir girl. I was a lead soprano by the time I was a senior, which was pretty cool. But in middle school, I was not a popular kid at all. When I was in middle school, I was drawing little characters during classes, you know, when we were supposed to be probably taking tests or something. I'm drawing characters, and one time I was drawing like Tuxedo Mask or something, and I had hearts around him, and one of the girls in the classroom, she made fun of me. She was just like, "Oh, haha, do you have a crush on a cartoon character?" And of course, like me being the nerd that never talked to anybody, like I was just so embarrassed. So then she just started laughing, and like everybody else in the class laughed, and it was horrible. Like I still remember that experience of being like made fun of because of my obsession with something that was different. It wasn't until, I want to say high school, that I finally found some people in my life who also liked Sailor Moon and also liked Japanese culture and, liked drawing characters during class and stuff like that. And that was around the time that Pokemon was becoming very, very popular, and I had started getting used to finding other anime online. So it was a lot easier for me to find friends, too, that were into the same thing. I remember moving from middle school to a different town, where I ended up going to a different middle school and going to high school in that different town. And when I moved into my house, with my mama and my dad, I ended up getting a knock at the door, and it was my next door neighbor and her mom. And my next door neighbor, who I did not know at the time, she was a complete stranger, and I was super shy, but she came to the door and she was just like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey." And for some reason, we just like struck up a conversation where I was just like, "So what are you into?" And she was just like, "I don't know. Do you like Sailor Moon?" And obviously, I just like sparked my complete interest right there. I was just like, "Yeah, do you like Sailor Moon?" "Yeah." And then like both of us got super excited because it was so rare to find somebody else that really enjoyed Sailor Moon as much as you did. So like we obsessed over it together, and it was just like, it was this amazing experience, and I'm still friends with that same girl to this day. And then during high school, it was amazing because I would always have these girls to hang out with. I would have her, and I would have my other friend. I don't know if they want me to name them by name, so I'll call them J and K. You know who you are. So we would always hang out during school drawing our characters and having laughs, and then going home and watching these terrible bootlegs of subtitled Sailor Moon. It was so bad at the time. Oh my gosh. But the one thing that was a constant throughout middle school, throughout high school, no matter what, was this show, Sailor Moon. Other shows came and gone, like I used to watch Gundam Wing when I was a kid, and I used to watch Dragon Ball when I was a kid, and pretty much everything else that was on Toonami back in the day of Tom on Toonami. Oh my gosh. old school. I watched all of those shows, but the one that I really stuck with was Sailor Moon. It's because I really related to this show. Did you hear the bell ringing, Luna? She thought the little bell on this one was a toy. Isn't it cute? I think this was from the first Sailor Moon store winter last year. And it was a store-only item, so you had to go to the store in Tokyo to get it. But I got one. This is also a store exclusive. It's supposed to look like a little lollipop, but you can wear it as a bracelet. I'm never going to wear it as a bracelet. It's not really my style. So I do wonder if like anybody else out there has ever had those kind of experiences where you were made fun of in high school for something that you enjoyed, but it didn't push you away. You know, you knew that you really loved this thing, so you just kept with it, even though people made fun of you. You didn't care. It was embarrassing, yeah, knowing that people were laughing at me for something that I really enjoyed. But I still stuck with it, and I'm glad I did, because if I just like pushed it farther away, then I wouldn't have made my best friend when I moved to that new town and went to high school. So I'm really happy that I had, you know, met that girl, because it made me who I am today. It was a part of, you know, the shaping of the snubs that you know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, everybody has negatives and positives about them, including myself. But I do really appreciate that she's still one of my best friends. And that I still love Sailor Moon, of course. Now that I'm 33, I can't believe I'm 33, I feel so old. Now that I'm 33, it's an exciting time because I have a job now. At least I call it a job. It's a fun job, for sure. It's still a job. So I have a job now, so I can afford to buy weird things like this Sailor Pluto Cafe Tokyo only store-bought item from Japan on eBay, of all places. I'm able to purchase things like that and add them to my collection, and I think that my collection looks really cool. So all of this kind of brings me back to when I was talking about how friends would see my collection now that I have, and they would just be like, why are you so obsessed with this show? It brought me a lot of joy in my life, and it still does. And I think that's the reason why I collect Sailor Moon items, is because it brings me so much joy to see these things in my life. These are all little things, little physical items, which I really don't need in my life, but they bring me so much happiness to see them. And I think it's because they remind me of how happy I was when I was a 13-year-old girl and I found this show that I could relate to so much. So each of these characters in her own way has something about them that I can relate to, especially Sailor Mars, Sailor Pluto, and Saturn. I really liked them ever since I was a little girl. And Sailor Moon. I just realized I'm still missing some of my Sailor Moon Cafe collection keychains. I'm missing Uranus, Sailor Moon, and yeah, I think that's it. I'm just missing those two. I need to get them. They're probably on eBay somewhere. I just kind of bide my time whenever I see collector items and just wait till they go down in price or somebody lists it for a really low price, and then I'm just like right there. I'm like, yes, I will take that. Thank you. Oh, free shipping? Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, while I have this collection room, which a lot of people think is very strange and odd, and like, why would you want to fill a room with Sailor Moon memorabilia? It's kind of the same as being a collector of anything else. Like, I know people in my life that are collectors of the Texas, what are they called? The Dallas Cowboys football stuff. Like, they're huge fans of Dallas Cowboys. I have friends who collect Barbies. I have a friend who collects Ty Beanie Babies, or at least she used to. So there's a lot of like collectors in the world, and I'm just kind of one of them. I am a collector, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. Being a collector is really fun, within reason. You know, you just gotta budget, and you gotta make sure that you never are not able to pay your bills. Gotta make sure that you can pay your bills first, and then you can collect things. And then, you know, don't go too nuts. If it fills your entire house, might be a hoarder. If it's filling one room, that's okay. You know, keep it contained. At least that's my rule of thumb, is keep it contained. Especially so your husband doesn't think that something's wrong with you. So far, I think I'm good in that sense. Although I feel like he might come home and see this Sailor Moon Christmas tree and just be like, what is this? And I'll just be like, yo, you know, I had some time on my hands and I decided to decorate a Sailor Moon Christmas tree. Okay? Okay. Yeah. I think this is looking pretty cute. It's not like super busy, but I think it's like the perfect amount of Sailor Moon stuff to make it really adorable. I should put this up here too. Where should I hang my Pegasus? I think I'll put it at the top. Right there. Aww, that's adorable. I also wanted to show you guys. I have this adorable little, I think this is supposed to be Diana. I think it says Merry Christmas on it. I don't know if this is Diana or Luna. It looks like Diana, so that's going to be my guess. But it's so cute. It's just this little plushie, but she sits on a table really easily, and she has this cute little plushie thing in front of her. And she has a Santa hat. Oh, and she has, I can hang her. I'm going to put her on the Christmas tree too. Yay! I think I'm done with my Sailor Moon Christmas tree. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's super cute. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my hot chocolate that I have here and hang out with y'all. Sorry this video... Luna, why do you have to scratch on your scratching post while I'm recording videos? Are you done? Thank you so much. She's done now. So sorry this video was a little rambly, but I didn't really have much to record today. It was just another day at work, which I realize sounds exciting. But a lot of times it's pretty repetitive. You know, I go in, I write my show, I record my show, I send the editing stuff off to the editor, and then I go home, and that's about it. So for me, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just another day. I know that it can sound exciting because it's in a studio and, you know, you're standing up and moving around. I'm not just like sitting at my desk all day, which is something that I really love about my job, is the fact that it kind of changes in that sense every day. Like I'm never writing the same story twice. Oh, yeah, that's true. Every single time I've done a show, no matter what it is, I've never written the same story twice. So every single day, I'm not exactly doing something repetitive, even though the motions are the same, the writing is not. So the details are different. But yeah, it was just another work day, and I wanted to show y'all something different, and I felt like y'all would appreciate me just, you know, hanging out and chatting with you about nothing in particular, but it ended up being Sailor Moon. So I hope that's okay. I know this isn't my Sailor Moon channel, but it's something that I'm passionate about, so it was just something that I wanted to talk about. If you do like Sailor Moon, you can click on my link below, but for the most part, I will leave that for my other YouTube channel, the one where I obsess about anime. It is definitely really hard to vlog every day, and I'm very stressed out. It's hard to come up with something to record every day that feels worthwhile. It helps to not be a perfectionist, even though I am a perfectionist. It's really hard to get out of that mindset of like, oh, somebody online is going to see all my faults and that's a bad thing. Like, it's okay. I can still put out videos even if, you know, it's not 100% perfect, because chances are it's like a wedding day where nobody's going to notice that one thing that went wrong unless you point it out yourself. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close it out here. Thank you for watching me decorate my miniature Christmas tree. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my little conversation about growing up with Sailor Moon in my life and the friends that I met along the way. Definitely the one constant that I've had since I was like 12 or 13 years old, I want to say. It's the one thing that I've seriously considered getting a tattoo of, even though I don't have any tattoos. So before I go, I do want to say thank you to Patrick, who hit the little buy me a coffee link and purchased a coffee for me. Thank you very much. I did use that to purchase a coffee to keep me caffeinated throughout Vlogmas, so it's much appreciated. And of course, if you don't feel like keeping me caffeinated, but you're interested in getting access to high-res photos, I also share my Patreon link down below as well. If you don't want to do either of those, that's totally fine too. I just appreciate that you're watching my videos. If you didn't watch the Power A unboxing video of the Nintendo Switch accessories, definitely watch it because I'm doing a giveaway on that video, but you have to watch it to know how to enter for that giveaway. It's a pretty big giveaway too. There's a bunch of stuff involved, so you might be interested in entering that if you haven't already. I think that's everything for today. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to change over my advent calendar. I'm just gonna grab it and drag it over here. I haven't changed it in a couple of days. I forgot. Wait, how many days is it till Christmas? Okay, so we're on the 14th, right there. So it is 14 days till Christmas. Oh, Lord help me. Man, Christmas is coming up so soon. I still have to like wrap up my expense reporting for the year. I still need to like pay the rest of my taxes. I need to change my health insurance for next year because yay, California and the United States healthcare, we need universal healthcare, seriously. I need to edit a bunch of Sailor Moon videos, and I need to get my Vlogmas videos out, and I need to prepare for CES, which is in January. Oh, man, there's so much to do. Okay, with that said, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. Links below if you're interested in all the thingies that I do. And social media is always a place where you can find me, or you can comment. I reply to comments too. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Let me show you my cat. She's fun. Okay, Starbuck. Say goodbye. Say bye. She squeaks like she's in pain, but I'm holding her quite loosely. There we go. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!